Redemption metagame. Alex. I'm not sure how well he's going to get recorded, but we're going to do a little bit of testing out, seeing what's going on. This idea comes from Ref on Discord. Suggested there's a commentary and voice do that. So I want to try that out. We're going to see how this works. Then there's some commentating, some games from the Mr. Classic Invitational. Today we're going to have John Earley against Marc and Vellake. Apologies if I get the name wrong, Marc. This is going to be my first time trying a format like this. I also think I use some interference because I actually don't have internet in my house, so I'm doing this in public, so I'm curious to see what that does for my recording devices, but we'll cross that bridge afterwards, I guess, because I've got to keep going. I'm going to keep the game here kind of small. But again, we're going to see how this looks like in post, and then I'm looking to be able to pull up some cards as we go here. We're commentating with Mr. Classic Invitations because I'm a little bit more familiar with that meta on this card. I figure I'll probably put that a little more insight. So let's get moving. So the Mr. Classic Invitational was hosted not so fancy last March. It was going to be utilizing what is effectively the 2012 Nationals format. So this is all scrolls cards up to the Disciple set, if I'm remembering correctly. We're going to have John on our left and Marc on our right. You can see Marc with the sweet red dragon sleeves. I couldn't tell exactly what John's sleeves are, but I think the red dragon sleeves are definitely win. So go Marc. He's definitely the first point there. I had mentioned on the boards a little bit the camera work is going to be a little bit sketchy in the sense that we're not going to quite be able to see everything that's going on, but we're going to do our best. I'm also listening to the audio back. I need to really get in this audio. Give me 1 second here. Let me get this audio away from me. Sorry, I was listening to John always talk in my ear while I was trying to explain this. So we see John go first. He's playing on Unholy Writ, so it's a pretty strong. An immediate pass. Okay. I can't even talk during his turn because he's just immediately passed. That's not a good sign. So we see no souls on the table for either. John getting the Unholy Writ up right away. It's interesting to put it up without any souls in territory. Obviously, he's probably assuming that Marc's going to play a hopper. If they want to have a blocking option. To me, that indicates that his hand is probably not very strong from a blocking perspective. So Marc has some kind of strong rescue, strong hero-based rescue. Like I'm thinking like strong angel, Moses, investigate a lot of stuff, something like that. You should be able to see Marc take advantage if he can figure out a way to eliminate down the whole ring. To see if he can draw a hopper or have that little in to make it possible. You would say, that's okay, so that's the first round Protect Soul. So I realize you guys probably don't know all of this, so let's see if we can't pull this up real quick. Soul. Let's see how this does. We'll have to rely on me. Oh my, no. This is going to be, there it is, for some protect. So during the first round, this card is in play, is protected from rescue, except by Dominant and Angel. Don't worry, I won't pull up this card too much. I just wanted to do it at least once so I can see how this looks. This is a real great soul. Only problem with it is that the strong Angel and Captain of the back rescue it. So that's going to probably not be too big of a deal for a lot of decks in the format, but it is a pretty good soul. There's not a lot of great soul options in this format, which is one of the reasons you're going to see this soul pretty heavily played. It at least restricts your Dominant rescues, which can be very helpful. Let's see what Marc has in store for us this turn. Doesn't look like he drew any souls. It's a soul gem there. He didn't draw a hopper or any immediate soul gem that we're seeing. It's kind of a little bit slow. I would say generally the right thing to do. You always want to think through your options and go a little bit slower. Make sure you don't make a mistake, especially when you're playing a national solo player like John Earley. I guess while we're waiting, this one is kind of interesting in the sense that I would say it's actually pretty unexplored. So John Earley and James Rosie built something called the deck in this format. That is your we got a deck. Okay, so we've got Jayden. So it looks like Marc is going to be playing some sort of Judge's offense. So we are going to pull up Jayden real quick. That's an important one here. It says a lot about what Marc is trying to do. Still a grade wrong. It says a lot about what Marc is trying to do because Jayden is not an auto-inclusion and stuff in a lot of spread decks. with the Jareth, all your heroes are OT. You may draw 2, or search your deck or discard pile for Judge's Seat. That's not really a relevant card in 95% decks. Protects heroes, OT heroes and disputes, and it can't be interrupted. So he's going to be a free draw 2 in most scenarios here. Jareth is often not going to be used with a lot of spreads. This indicates to me this is probably every Judge's focus. As Jareth is kind of help introduce speed. He's also 2-2, so obviously he's going to get initiative fairly well to be able to play some of the strong gold enhancements. But again, I can indicate to me that March that's a little bit more gold based. That does make sense. Makes sense to me. One of the big changes from this format. Oh, we got Guardian of Souls popping down right away. That's a really good first turn draw. So one of the big changes to this format since it was played only up to about even 2, so it's definitely indicating heavy Judge's focus. When this format was played at Nationals, you would have seen Samuel in these decks. Now Samuel is banned, so he wants to obviously not listening to much time since he was a banned card, but he was super good, and he allowed a lot of shenanigans to happen. Interesting. So we've got John pulling something very similar out. We've got Moses. We heard from again probably too. Pretty heavy gold focuses. Oh, okay. Now we got Marc. Our first soul draw of the day is going to be key. We've got a Wanderer Soul. You're going to see that probably in every deck in this tournament. I would imagine it is one of the best souls. Oh wow. Okay, we've got the Sun of Juice and jump right away. Now they're making a rescue attempt. That's really interesting. Why didn't he make a rescue attempt? He must have nothing in his hand. That doesn't make any sense to me. Interesting. Yeah, so it's a really interesting resource plan. You know, to just drop the thumbs down and do something like that right away without even making a rescue attempt. It's very interesting to me. Oftentimes you're going to see that played much later in the game. You must be afraid of mayhem, perhaps. Maybe a burial on the Wanderer, but I would think even that is kind of lame. Get a burial played on the Wanderer this early, and to remove the Wanderer from Marc's full bag. So that's interesting to see that come out right away very aggressively. Oh, now I have a fun replay almost immediately, so now it's just 1-0. The Wanderer is back. I guess we'll find out if John actually did have anything in his hand or not to make a rescue attempt. No, we didn't know what he's missing. Oh, I'm sorry, it was Marc's turn, that's why John's not making a rescue attempt. I apologize. I started talking. So now I've got another battle challenge from Jared. Again, declined. About what you would expect. Be a strange day if you're out there and believe in our second battle challenge. Yep, that makes sense. So it looks like we're going to have probably a pretty similar offensive approach from both of these players. We've still got the Unholy Writ active for John. Again, that's a real good deterrent. If he ever does draw a soul, it's going to give him a lot to work with. So as I was saying, just for okay, so we've got Ambush the City discard. We are working without hand knowledge in this commentary, so that's going to make us have to guess our way through some more. Oh, interesting. See, that's very interesting. So now we see Marc playing a strong angel. He's now breaking his OT unity for Jared, so Jared's no longer going to be able to draw. Oh boy. See, now that's a little obscure soul. Give us a second here. That is, I believe, the withdraw soul. Let me see if I can. Lost soul. Let's try lost soul. Say I'm not very good at this searching. Angel Wars. Pretty sure that's the withdraw. Oh, I have a space. Retreater. Yeah, so if any hero withdraws from a rescue attempt against John, he'll be able to place that soul underneath his deck. That is indicating to me he probably has Harrods on his defense. That would be the first thing I would think is Marc right here. That's just a common defense, meta defense at this point in the game that has a significant amount of withdrawal available to it. There's a smattering of withdrawal in some other places in the format, but that's right away. That's what that would indicate to me because it's an interesting soul choice. Nope, we've got Jared from John. So, going to review, so this is, again, that's what I would expect to see. Every deck, be able to top the cards. Their souls go in play, but not from the deck, so it can do a lot for you. We do have Marc probably about it. I think it's probably 4 cards right now. I think he's been J 3 times, and this is John's first draw that I remember from his Jerrisons. We have Marc at about +4 card advantage right now. Looks like it's just moving the battle to make it a little bit easier for the camera, as it turns out. Let's see what he chooses to block with. Again, we've got 1-0 right now. Oh, he just hands the silver. Okay, first all 3. So we should have 2-0 for John right now, but he has played when I got New Jerusalem, so functionally I would say that they are tied right now from our perspective. We would expect Marc to be able to put that something back in Jerusalem. Discard not falling away, so that guarding is in fact very relevant for Marc. Let's see what Marc does in his turn. Probably not going to be risking with Jared this time, because he isn't going to be drawing, doing too much for us anymore. Probably a good time to talk about the Strong Angel. The Strong Angel is probably the best hero in the game at this point. It's just a straight up fight by the numbers character. Special abilities are negated. It's from the Warrior set. It's 10-8. You can see it right here. Actually, you probably can't see it because it's terribly, terribly colored. Like the classic cards sometimes are. This card is very good because it creates almost everything. But in the format, in fact, the format's pretty much worked around it, and we almost exclusively see there's the rest. You almost exclusively see cannot be negated cards played on defense because of cards like the Strong Angel. The Strong Angel in particular is just very splashable because 10-8s are great numbers. He's an angel, so the Unholy Writ that John has active right now is actually unable to target its specialist human heroes, and there's significant numbers of evil enhancements that are going to have the same problem where they're specifying not to affect human heroes, and as an angel, the Strong Angel is obviously going to not be able to be targeted as a human. So there's just all that stuff that he just immediately is not relevant when you're rescuing with the Strong Angel, and then with the negation and the numbers there, it's just a tough block. A lot of evil characters that people play meta defenses right here are also very low numbered. So you actually would see some interesting inclusions that were almost exclusively targeted, made possible because of the Strong Angel, or you would see Mayhem. Okay, interesting. So John really must have nothing in his hand right here. He's just trying to refresh and get something. You'd also see cards like Emperor Vitalis were actually made significantly better purely because they could at least cause neutral destruction with the Strong Angel. That way, you'd be able to kind of move on and reset and just accept that you're going to take a loss to that rescue, but at least not have to deal with it again. It was just a very warping card. Still probably is a very warping card, I imagine. It's just very, very tough to handle. Again, most chump defenses are like kind of 1 or 2 card blocks, or low numbered characters, or they're going to be negatable, and the Strong Angel just really like slices through a lot of that very, very, very simply. Again, hopefully John gets something off this mayhem, or else he's going to be giving up his lead right away. He'll only be up 2-1. Again, without something to be used sometimes, it's very functional as a 3-2 down. Especially with John having one first, that's not a great place to be. Looks like John goes Hopper, Marc goes over the other, and then that is the 2 restricting souls. So one is the female only, Kelly rush that female. Oh, Joseph in prison and Pentecost. Joseph in prison, she's playing black. Okay, so he's playing. So now that we've seen that black enhancement and the withdraw soul, we can know that he is playing Goliath for sure. Goliath is another card that has a special ability that can cause a hero withdraw. So and he just passes it right on out of here. Interesting message on nothing. Again, the Strong Angel is just a huge huge here to deal with. The game probably most of John's defense, if I had to guess, and there's probably very few characters he has that are going to be able to be strong into by numbers. I would suspect that Marc may not even have any support for the strong angel. Oh, what was he there? Okay. I can't tell what magician is, but it looks like Marc is just like divination. Probably the best search card in the game at this time. It's not strictly a search, but it's also a deck stat. So if you buy a musician, you can put the top 6 cards in your deck, select an evil card out of hand or battle, return the rest to the top of the deck or bottom of the deck in any order. So it's actually a great soul denier because you can bottom deck all of your souls with it that you see in that 6 cards. He showed us Christian Mara. That's convenient. How kind of him. Yeah, it's a very versatile card. That's gonna be awesome. Okay, so we got another female whistle. Apologies if I'm talking a little bit too quickly here. I'm trying to keep up the action without over pausing as well. I don't want to pause every 5 seconds to tell you guys my thoughts, but also I want to be able to get some of the knowledge that I have from this weather out there for you. Get my commentary skills practice a little bit and just kind of see how you guys like this. I'm doing the best of my ability to think like I would have in 2012. Oh, maybe some stuff. Okay. Yeah, this is where it's worth. Oh, and he does. Okay. This is a great time to pause. So what we're seeing right here is we're seeing John react to Marc on the side. So Marc has reached out to a functional lead. So even though John's right now is up 2-1, if Marc hadn't played a file away, because John has rescued with his son of Gun Jerusalem, he's functionally down 3-2 because he has some that Marc is going to be playing son of Gun Jerusalem here in the near future, we would imagine. So we've got John reacting to that functional lead Marc has by activating Rain Becomes Dust and anti-meta artifacts. What that curse does is anytime Marc attempts to use an ability that draws, he attempts to discard the card, so he would draw. Great way to try to slow down Marc as he progresses forward. I think that's going to do a lot to try to prevent Marc from seeing that Sun Gun Jerusalem as quickly, which hopefully will keep John in the game and allow him to get his rescues into play before Marc actually consistently got New Jerusalem. But we also see that he found the angel under the oak. Let's get that pulled up. Most of you probably are aware of what this card does, but it is by far the most defining card in the meta here. Angel under the oak, you may draw 2 and exchange this hero with a gold hero in your hand, deck, territory, or discard pile. So again, without reserve card, this is functionally anywhere. You can just switch anywhere. Protect getting from opponents. Cannot be negated. So basically what this does functionally is you may draw 2 cards and then rescue with whatever gold judge you want to from anywhere in the game. And then you can protect Gideon from your opponent. Period. So that's cards, abilities, etc. This, as you can kind of see, very self-evident and powerful. It's basically the reason to run judges. So you could see John switching to one of the 3 cards, Moses, Ephod, or Jared that we see down, or we could see John going to his deck to find what he feels is the perfect rescue here for this turn. That would probably be for getting, if I had to guess. Or his hand, if the judge is already there, but Angel really enables judges to be by far the fastest offense in the game at this time. I'm really curious to see where he goes here. You see Damsel with Creative Divination. Owen's going to deck, so it's probably getting a Damsel with Creative Divination has the ability that it's going to reveal a hand and draw as many cards as good brigades that John has in his hand. So he is opening himself up to some draw opportunities here, which is probably another reason why he has that ring active. Just to make Marc think about actually. Oh, he is going to block these. And that ability is, in fact, a must. I think he's reading that right now, realizing it's a must, which means that he is going to discard from Rain Becomes Dust. He must draw those cards, and they will be discarded. So this is going to be a really cheap way to accidentally hit Son of Gun Jerusalem, potentially, and discard them. Yeah, they're both looking at that right now, confirming it's a must. So showing, King of Tires on top. That's interesting. It's a really good block for Strong Angel. Let's see if we can figure out these cards. So Marc's coming back here for the ball. I don't think you can see my mouse about it. King of Tyrus. I've got Captain of the Host here. Oh, we've got a black card here. I can't tell exactly what it is. I think it's probably too good a picture. I think it might be Susana. I see the Malachite Slave. I see another brown character. Maybe that might be Uzza. I see another silver hero in the middle. Green border. I'm just like spitballing. Maybe it's a cherubim, but I don't know for sure. Excuse me. I think I see that's a hero. That's another silver hero maybe in the front. I can't quite tell. Resolution isn't quite good enough. And then you saw Dom. I think that was Christian Martyr. That's a pretty strong hand that John has, but he does not have any backup for the getting in. That's very interesting. What the heck site was that? A green site? Nazareth, maybe? Okay, so they're stalemated. John doesn't kill. John doesn't have reinforcements. And then, obviously, he's protected, so he is not died yet. He's supposed to get the host down. Draw 3. Hopper from Marc. And Marc's in a very strong position here. Having just seen the hand, he's going to be able to plan his rescue attempt, and make sure that he's rescuing something that he knows is going to win the soul here. So it's a very strong position for Marc. That's going to put the game at 2-2. Again, having not played that since I got injured, so that means that Marc is functionally had 2 souls right here. Oh, and he's got the magic charms up. Oh. Ouch. This is going to be a tough game for John, I think. Yeah, so magic charms, while it's active, protect magicians from capture and conversion. You can discard the card from your magician during battle to capture up to 2 human heroes. During any battle, so it can be during your rescue attempt as well. Which can kind of be a tricky way to deal with getting here, which I would be surprised if he does something like that. That Rose is interesting. So he knows that he can tie this in John's hand. Interesting. He's a game email. Okay, so we see King of Tires. This is kind of bait out of me. Yeah, that makes sense. So we see really good play there by Marc, where he just kind of baits John into playing the evil character that he would prefer to use Angel of the Lord on. And we see the Christian Martyr again. So, again, this is Marc knows what's going to happen, but he's playing that out pretty well. Oh, and he's got a Graves. Oh my gosh, very well done by Marc. So he plays the Grapes of Wrath, which because he is down on his soul, he is able to make another rescue attempt. Uses the Strong Angel. Again, knowing this John's hand, he knows there's nothing that's going to block the Strong Angel. That is an extremely well executed play right there. Extremely well executed. Wow. Extremely well executed. I can't speak. That's some top-level play there, just to recognize what sequencing that's going to take place based on your hand knowledge there. Oh my gosh, he's so empty on. That was a great play by Marc. Now let's see what happens. I think John's still in his offensive position. Oh, he's got Fusion of Mind. So this is going to negate a lot of abilities in play for John. So it negates all special abilities on opponent's heroes. The opponent can discard 2 good enhancements or a good dominant from his hand to negate that goal. Actually, you can discard Confusion of Mind. If you do that during your prep phase, obviously that would ensure it's not active during battle, which is kind of a goal, I'd imagine. Well, there we go, Wheels in a Wheel. This is a great search card. He's about to go get Angel into the Oak. And then that card is going to be placed on Angel into the Oak, and it will protect it from dominance. And then, obviously, Angel into the Oak being an angel means he cannot be captured by magic charms or unholy writ. Well, we're going to see a card that's going to be really tough to deal with for Marc. Let's see where this is going now. Still playing? Yeah, still playing. Sorry for a second there. I thought maybe my internet was buffering up. Let's see where this goes. He's thinking hard. He's also making a cardinal sin right now. He really needs to get Angel into the oak in the proper place. The fact that it's just sitting where the character should be about. There we go. Thank you, John. Oh, and we're going to make a rescue. That's what I dropped too. Probably not going to send him back because we want to keep looking at a wheel on it. Yeah. Getting okay, great. So, let's talk about mind games here for a second. So, we have Marc, who is aware that last rescue, John did not have anything behind Gideon. He could block with his damsel again. Just try to look at the hand and draw some cards, and kind of run the risk of, if there's anything there, there's not really much he's going to be able to do about it. And if that's the case, he's going to lose his magic charms, which is a pretty big loss. It's a very strong defensive card, something you're going to want to get used out of. John has drawn 5 cards since that, so you're playing a little bit of a risk. Does he get something in those 5 cards that is going to allow him to play and actually get through that? Or perhaps maybe you're going to make him play something that he just prefer not to, like I'm thinking maybe an Ethan Stagger or something like that, that's not going to have any effect on the battle other than having numbers. And then we give Marc the chance to see if he can play anything else and close out the battle. But interesting to see what he does here. I'm going to guess he's not going to block with Damsel just because of that rain becomes dust. Even it's probably preferable to just give up the soul, even if that's the only block. Even if he could get a block. Just because you don't want a chance hitting that sort of gun injuries him at this point. Really, at this point in the game, Marc should just be thinking about how do I mitigate risk, get the myself gun injuries from. He only needs to make one more successful rescue and then play those 2 cards to win the game. So this is we're at a point in the game where Marc is probably not taking a lot of risks, and whereas John very much should be taking risks and trying to dig. Maybe make a little bit of aggressive plays on the blocks or on his rescues to draw a couple extra cards to try to get to some of these dominant combinations earlier and try to bring this game back a little bit. So let's see what the block happens. Again, Gideon is protected from anything Marc can do to him, so he's going to have Marc's probably going to need to do something. Looks like passive, for lack of mention. Okay, we got an Alpha Slave, so that's going to be a soul zone, and then he's going to search his deck for any evil character he would like. Let's see what evil character shows up. Oh, interesting, Gideon's already gone back to territory. He must have got another. That's a lovely card. Okay, just got an artifact from your artifact pile, and or artifact pile, protect all lost souls from rescue. So that is pretty simple. So he just protects lost souls. Don't worry about getting me protected. Everything's good to go. So that's very well done. Looks like John picked out a Phineas, a Vellake, and a Joshua off the High Priest. So 2 heal characters that are able to play heal to the Lord, and it cannot be negated where. They can also play a lot of heal set-aside enhancements that draw cards, which are typically very highly used. We did see Frank off earlier, so that makes sense. Oh, we've got Deborah going out. Let's see what Deborah does. Maybe someone's eating behind. That's probably a good one to pull up. Oh, and we've got his over. So the thing would be this negates an evil card, discards an evil character, and it cannot be negated if the only hero in battle is Daniel or a judge with a special ability. So it's really clutch on Gideon. It's very good on Deborah. Deborah's also a female judge, which is pretty rare. She is, in fact, the only one. So she's offering a bit because of that as well. Let's see. We got Astrology, which just came out from the text set. For some reason, Expertonis, or something like that. Ignore my terrible Latin. I'm running out of practice. Confusion of mind still active, brain difference still active. So the game state has really not changed a lot. In fact, we basically just we traded 2 Uzzles there, so we traded a couple chunk blocks. Game state's kind of the same spot though, where we want to see John make some aggressive plays. We want to see Marc play a little bit more conservatively. Try to buy time. But let's see what's going on. Sorry, my throat's starting to go a little bit too. I don't talk as much as I so trying to drink some liquid here in between. Enjoying the deal again. I got to see John digging, which makes sense. Trying to get all the resources here. Again, going to get in, so we're going to see the same old thing. Okay, what are we looking at here? We're looking at Jayden to get Covenant with Death. I was assuming he just goes with Osa. If I had to guess, I didn't pay attention there. I apologize. Let's see what John does about that. If I remember correctly, they intended for well, that was a good response. Angel of the Lord is a response, that's for sure. That's interesting, though. It looks like John really has nothing on his hand if he's playing Angel of the Lord on Balaam off of the protection getting though. So, just a really cool play. I believe that's now 3-2. This is what I was talking about, though. The camera's cut off a little bit here, so I don't have perfect knowledge. I think that's. I was taking notes, I would know this, but I believe it's 3-2. Excuse me, 2-2. 2-2. Okay, we've got Aaron hitting the ground. Aaron cannot be negated. Cannot be prevented. Stand to Moses and search for those tabernacle artifacts. Let's find out. He does some kind of search in his camera. Protect your tabernacle artifacts. His guards. Advance your Exodus or Leviticus hero. Cannot be negated by a hero. Sorry. Functionally, he goes advance to Moses, and that's numbers to the battle. So that's why I said like it. He can maybe some other cute things with her, maybe. And again, can't be negated by a hero really means can't be negated by Moses. So there's some interpretation that's at work here, but functionally, I told you what the card's going to be used for. I doubt there's going to be any other banning occurring. If you're banning to Phineas in this deck, I think you're going to have a lot of other problems. A lot of thinking going on. It's a really important sequence, you know, don't really need to make sure you have the right stuff going. Damn cool. Interesting. This is a very spread defense for John's playing. It's probably not too different than what Marc has right now, I would think. Covenant with Death. That's a very interesting. This is a nice result of Judgment Place. You can just use things over the earth to get it in. You don't really care about special abilities. So, I guess that makes sense. I can't say it's a combination I was using very much, but I see the thought process for sure. Covenant with Death is kind of like confused my mind on steroids. Let's just make sure I say it correctly. Covenant of. What's wrong there? That's with. Covenant with Death. There we go. So negates all characters. It restricts players from playing enhancements against characters opposed. It can't be negated. So again, it's very much confusing to mind, which Marc has had active the whole game, but on steroids. So we're negating evil characters now as well. See what's going on with Jer? Might not pay. Yeah, interesting. Interesting. Maybe I should have the audio off from this game a little bit so I can try to figure out what's going on. Let's see if I can talk while also listening to other people talk. It's gonna be difficult, I imagine. Yeah, okay, we just got John thinking. John, keep on thinking, because I'd be thinking a lot too. I don't know why he's attacking with a J right here. That's a negated ability. It's just straight up 2-2 trying to get initiative. So this is a trap, John. This is a trap. What are you going to do with the trap? Can you fire this John? Oh, that's one way to get rid of a trap. Okay, so he's going to force a withdraw from J. He's going to underdeck that withdraw soul that we talked about earlier. This is definitely a combo that can play here. I don't know what his hand is doing. Yeah, that bad. Okay. Very nice. capturing King. Oh my god. This in prison? So capturing? Oh, Brent. Was that you who said this? We'll go with bottle. Okay. So we had capturing King, which is capture character, so he's going to capture Goliath. That was then interrupted and with Joseph in prison, and John was going to remove all cards in battle from the game. Then we've got his dagger, which interrupts the last enhance that played, and discards I believe, negates the discards. So now we're back to capturing Goliath. Oh, yeah, okay, there we go. Oh, that's right, capturing King captures 2 refused by a judge. So we've got Deborah capturing Damsel Spirit Divination as well. So that is a well-won soul by Marc, and now we are at the point of the game where he literally only needs to draw the Son of God and Jerusalem to win. So again, we're going to see not a lot of risk taking from Marc here. Not going to see any drawing as long as Rain becomes Dustin's active. We don't want to accidentally discard the Son of God and Jerusalem. Let's see what John has. John can muster up. Okay, we've got 1 to 4. You're going to take the winner, maybe? NC only. Yeah, that's fair. We see Deborah. The woman, Matt, is a very good character. I like that a lot. That's another character that can cause him to withdraw as well. So it makes sense that John has that withdraw soul in his deck. And then obviously a magician as well. You see that Magic John's being activated there on King Manasseh. Again, just another defensive artifact. John's trying to kind of solidify a little bit of prevention going on. Let's see, it's probably too little too late. It does not look like Marc has a very big deck remaining. It's been a pretty decent back and forth game. I think John's kind of always been on the back foot. Part of that was just from the way souls were drawn out, but part of that has been from John's hand. He just hasn't had a good combination of characters at play. Also seems like John's working from kind of imperfect knowledge. I would really like to see maybe Earley and him come active, just to give John a little bit more education about what's going on Marc's side of the field and help him to make a little bit more informed decisions. So for a second I thought John was just passing when he put his hand up there. If he passes, that is a travesty. He's in a lot of trouble if he passes. He's thinking hard though. He's really got to find the right rescue attempts here. He's running out of time. 3-2. Draw with Oak. Yep. Sense. Now where are we going? Getting again. We see the Son of God there from Marc. Awesome. He is just looking for the New Jerusalem. Oh boy. That is no dice for John. Look at that head knowledge. So getting in here. Let's see where we're going. Oh boy. Now that is the card. We're pausing for that. Okay. Well, let's find it. It's such a card that's going to have a bunch of... There we are. Okay, so... Marc has just played Self. This is a card that has seen almost no play, but it does have some uses. So we're going to see some of them here. So Self is going to copy the abilities of one of John's heroes. The number of abilities of one of John's heroes. And then you're going to see if that hero release play, Self goes to 0/0, aka is discarded. So it's essentially a replica of one of John's heroes. I suspect he's going to put let's see for himself. Yeah, okay, so he's got a big Jair. So he's getting an initiative. He's really wants an initiative here again. Gideon, who's protected from everything. They're definitely righteous. Oh, okay, so he's going to go through John's deck, discard a card. Any card. That's an unrighteous. Good choice. He's also got shuffle John's deck because I lost all off the bottom, which is kind of nice. Nope, same as Rudy. Okay. That's one of the three. I don't remember which one. Looks like Sam was either the one he picked. I can't imagine John's going to have a lot of offense left for him. I think that's probably going to close the game. I don't think he's going to be able to get to 5. What the heck card is that? And that's unrighteous. That is a brown brigade. Brown type. It's going to be evil enhancement. Let's see. Okay, so ultra rare. Can I search for ultra rare? It's not crucial by him. Gray and Mori. Opponent may not make a rescue attempt next turn. Interesting. Wow. Okay, so this is a really good play. So we've got Marc clearing his board of souls. We've got him restricting John from making a rescue attempt next turn. And we've got him having discard singles eating from John's deck. That's about as good as you can get to be a fan. Kind of delay things another turn for Marc to try to draw into his New Jerusalem at the end of the game. So that is very well executed by Marc. I've been very impressed by his play this game. A couple of very high quality plays. Been on, again, to be fair to John, Marc has been on the front foot pretty much this entire game, so he should be winning. But I've been very impressed with the way he's executing the lead that he's been given him the card advantage that he started the game with. Yeah. Got a big pause. What's going on here? Let's see if I can listen. Looks like there's some kind of rumors to be going on. Yeah, I think they're talking. Okay. Yeah, we're breaking up. That's going to be a talking band then. And the other looks character. It's a very nice card. Trying to figure out what else enough of his hands. But discarding. I'll have to discard something. I wish I could see what it was so I could try to critique him. He's looking. I can't imagine this game left in this game with Marc coming to close up. It's like Marc's figuring out what rescue to make. I think it's going to make a successful rescue. I know he has that Sunny God in his hand. Now again, this is great. The Jared, I believe, is a rescue Jared again, trying to rescue. He's obviously he's just kind of begging for the Magic Charms. Yeah, there is. I wonder if he just didn't remember that the Magic Charms was there. Because he's got, I think, Auto to Gideon would have been more effective. We can see the staff in here. That staff feels like a Christmas collection. From Marc, I don't think he's seen it all. But definitely felt like the wrong rescue from our perspective. No reason not to do Auto. And then to Gideon to back. Even if he has to discard 2 cards, I can't remember the word of Auto off the top of my head. That might be worth it just to try to bust through that. Yeah, Angel Duke isn't me, so he didn't have to draw. I would 100% have been rescuing his Angel into the Oath to get in there then. I can't imagine what he would want to do for. Even if John plays going, what's he going to do? Plot. Not going to do anything. Not going to do anything against Gideon, I should say. No, wait. I think the players portion of the game is pretty much wrapped up too. They're just trying to work their way through it. $50,000. You got $100,000. Yeah, other comments after the bill came. I'll be cheating. Almost right here. And so, again, John can't rescue this turn. They're just kind of passing the ground. That's what they're having. Shooting the breeze a little bit. You're going to play a little slow. Let's see what's happening in an action tournament. I would suggest you call it Josh, who's trying to stuff on playing the turn extremely slowly. screen this early. There we go. Oh, we got Simeon great hero. Let's see. Nope, he's still not there. He would have played right there, but that's could be. He is still not there. Yeah, it's got 5 by another soul. That's probably a relevant soul. I don't know if you know who finds it now. Oh, let's see if I can find that one. 5 by another soul. I don't remember what it's called though. Just over here at the bottom corner on Marc's side. It's negating all their souls right now. That's really all I'm trying to say. Let's see. Going to Deborah. We got Marc backing with Deborah trying to make the last rescue that he needs to win the game because we got that song on. Oh, okay. We see him using magic charms. You guys like Simeon and Gideon, it looks like. Activate his own magic charms during his own battle so that way he can get rid of Gideon and not have to deal with that next turn. Good decision. Let's see what John has him back.
Did I do the correct spelling?
John taking okay, we got Earley. Let's see. Oh. Let's see. Yep, so again, this is another reason that previously that Marc should have been rescuing with auto to Gideon last turn, and he would have probably get if we sold, but what we're seeing starting gripping up a lot probably just because why not? He's likely to lose this game, but this is definitely his only chance to hold out. Not really. So again, I would suspect that Marc probably should have won this turn if he had made the quick rescue attempt last turn. Even if he had gotten blocked last turn, he'd have another option here with Gideon, but he's getting captured unfortunately. So he would at least force John to make a cute play, kind of like he did to capture the Gideon on his turn. Well, we'll see what happens. It looks like Marc only has 3 cards left in his deck though, so this is probably the game right here. Let's see what happens now. Going rescue with auto again. Let's see who we exchange with. James obviously not in play, so maybe Moses. Okay, maybe he should probably change it. Drop in expecting here, maybe it's not that. Yeah, we got Marc open range. I'll try and solve this. Confirm it. Yeah, okay, confirm it. I think I can dominate so you can't creep it or something. Okay. Got like King Manasseh, I like that. We've seen that on both sides of the field. Forgotten history, so just a straight up battle under. His numbers are going to win. It's going to be a stalemate. So King Manasseh is a brown peasant, which seems to be a good match. And Marc said, advantage being a magician, or it can discard 2 of your humans. Yep. I got Marc. And they're shaking their head now. That's the end. I'm going to see this big here. There we go. That's the game. Awesome. So, very well played game. I think this is a pretty good demonstration of what this format can be like. So we've got, I think on John's side, if we're going to critique a little bit, I think obviously you start on the back foot. I feel like he could have been more aggressive. When that happens, I think maybe if I'm on a deck building side, could have added something like an Urban Thune. Maybe he didn't draw to it or something like that, but would have liked to see something like that. He's already playing it. He had Priest, so Urban Thune could activate very easily. Look at Marc's hand, be able to make a little bit more successful rescue attempts. Playing that thing that he drew some early, I think was really detrimental. It allowed Marc to activate his character wrath. It allowed Marc to play that far away fairly on, rather than causing some hand clogs. So again, I think John probably felt hand fog as well, which is why he's making that play. But definitely something to real crack on and say. I feel like that was a turning point having to play that Sunday night in Jerusalem very early. On Marc's side, I think very, very, very well played. A couple of very high quality, well executed plays. We saw the Magic Charms play on his own rescue. We saw the great Malenko itself. So just recognizing that combo was in play. And then we also saw the sequencing after he had looked at Josh hand with Danzo with Spirit of Divination. He correctly sequenced it, eliminated both the King of Tyrus and know that he could get a free rescue attempt in Earley Stone's Christian Martyr, who's got the Christian Martyr, the Moses that Marc went out with. So, very well played by Marc, but I do think he probably left some room on the table. He could a little bit faster. With some better wrestling in that kind of mid-end game where he didn't utilize danger on the yoke. Again, maybe he thought he was going to have to draw and discard some of his depth, but Angel Yoke is a May, so he was not going to have to do that. But other than that, I would say very well played game by Marc. Very deserved victory. Was on the front foot the entire time. Did a good job of pressing advantage. Yeah, so I think that kind of concludes where we're at for today. If you see something that you guys would like to see more, just let me know. I think my card knowledge is definitely pretty depleted, so this is why I'm trying to practice with the Mr. Classic games. This is a card base I'm extremely familiar with, and I've built numerous decks in. And then I've been thinking about, as I'm considering going, and playing some Scrolls only, or Scrolls plus Roots now, in the near future. So, definitely a fun time for me. Hopefully get practice. Hopefully it's turned out alright for you guys as well. Thanks so much for tuning in. Okay, we'll see you next time here on Redemption Metagame.